Hello, my friends over here. I'm just getting my orientation straightened out. If I can. Let's see. Okay, anybody on here? If you are, let me know if you're able to uh, see this in the right position. I want to make sure that I have my horizontal position set. And this is all new YouTube. We're usually on our TikTok. And we're going to be going live. We're multi-platform today. And I wanted to come on here first to get you guys set. And you can see what we're going on and what we do over on our TikTok lives. All right, so just bear with me today a little bit. If anyone is on here right now, let me know if the framing is correct. All right, anybody having any problem with the framing on this? Hello, Cynthia. Cynthia, are we okay on the framing? Looks good? That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. All right, we're going live on TikTok in 3 minutes. I just wanted to get on here first to let you know and welcome you in here. This is Uncle Glenn, and this is Farm to Table to Soul. This is our Sunday cooking, and this is what we do. The farm part is Uncle Glenn's garden. It's not a big farm. I live on the outskirts of New York City, and I'm on a busy road. There's no acres of land here, no cows and chickens. I got ambulances, motorcycles, people beeping horns. That's what we got here. So, we're inside today and we're going to be cooking. I'm about to, let me just double check this, make sure we're good. Never know why. Made a straight up burger with bacon. Oh, I love it. Hey, that was the biggest burger I ever had in my life. All right, that was a crazy burger. But you guys were the ones that picked it out. You guys made it with me. You put all the spices in there. We built that thing up. It was 5.5 inches. 5.5 inches. And then someone goes to me, hey, Uncle Glenn, how come you didn't add any lettuce, tomato, and pickles? I would need the jaws of life. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm going live on TikTok right now, so just bear with me. I'm going to say hello to our digital family over here, and we're going to get going real quick with our cooking. All right? Oh, there we are. All right, so I got my coffee. All right? I got my coffee, and I need my coffee. You know that. I'm going to say a quick hello to my family over here. And this is our digital family. We went from less than 200 people in May, and we crossed over 38,000. We're headed to 39,000 family members. I mean, listen, I didn't do this for any purpose, but obviously you guys like it here, and I love being with you. It's a place that we're positive, we're loving, we care about one another. All right? And we're respectful. I respect you, you respect me. And those are my ribs right back there that I have cooking in the oven. I did them ahead of time. I started the ribs ahead of time. All right? They've been in about 3 hours. And we're going to start off just taking a peek at them because I'm going to finish those later at my sister's house. All right? I'm going to finish them on a barbecue. But I rubbed the ribs that I'm going to show you. I'll bring them out. Let you look at it. All right? Let me get a pan to put them on. I want to see myself how they look. All right? So let me just get a little rack here so I don't melt my cutting board. All right? And all right, let's grab them. Let's take a look. The buzzer just went off. All right, so I did a little prep ahead of time already today. But look at this baby. Look at this baby. Look at these ribs. Look at these ribs. All right? I'm going to tell you what I put on it. I wanted to try to make it a little bit different with I used some hoisin sauce. I used some teriyaki marinade. I used ginger. some garlic powder, garlic salt, onion powder, and I just put these, rubbed it out, poured a little bit of the some ketchup on the top with some teriyaki marinade to try to get a little bit of that reddish kind of color, which I think that we have achieved. Now these are done. All right, they've been going 3 hours at 250 degrees. What we're going to do is we're going to take these ribs now, and I'm going to let them rest, and then I'm going to bring them over to my sister's later. I'm going to make a little marinade up for it, and we're going to cool them. All right, I hear you. All right, I hear you. Hold on a minute. Okay, thank you. All right, so what I'd like to do while those ribs are warm, I want to put them in another plate, and so this way I can take them over there. Hold on. Let me get another tray. I'll put them in here. I got a piece of parchment paper. Hold on. Yeah, we're doing a lot today. We got a few things going on today. So I'm encouraging you all to hang out here, and we're going to have a lot of fun. All right? Hey, oh, you know what I forgot? Hey, come on, nobody. What did I forget? Huh? Anybody know what I forgot? Come on. Anybody? Anybody know what Uncle Glenn forgot? And nobody reminded me yet. Apron. Thank you, Sebastian. Apron. If I don't have my apron on, Mama, who is my wife, all right, she's going to come here. Hey, you're a slob. Look at that. You're ruining your shirt. You got grease all over you. You're a pig. You're a slob. That's what I hear. All right, so she didn't show up yet. All right, so let me grab my apron. Now, on Sunday, I like to use my Sunday apron. And this apron right here, family, let me tell you something. This apron is probably over 100 years old. All right, my grandmother used to wear this apron. All right, and she died about 20 years ago. And she was 98 years old. And I found the apron along with some of her collections in a box. And if you look at the label on here, it says, first of all, I'm sorry. I got to change the mirroring here. There we go. All right, that's probably better. I don't know if you guys can see it, if it's upside down for you. But I'm not really sure how to use the YouTube yet. All right, but look. Prodotto in Italia. This was made in Italy. All right, made in Italy in English. All right, so I like using these right here. All right, my voice keeps repeating itself. You sure it's not me just repeating myself? All right, well, listen, I'm on another platform right now as well. So, you guys hear me okay? Seems good on my end. I don't know, Kathy Smith having problems a lot. All right, a lot. I'm Sicilian. All right, and Napolitan, but I'm mostly Sicilian. Okay? All right, can you hear me all right? You guys hear me okay? I'm good. Just want to make sure before we go any further. From Australia. Whoa, we got a family member over here from Australia. Wow. I'll tell you. Good? All right, so let's look at the ribs, first of all. Let's take a look at these ribs. I'm going to take them off that hot pan so I can handle them a little bit better. And this is just one of the things that I'm bringing over to my sisters. All right? I wanted to cook up some nice ribs. And here's what I did. All right? I marinated these ribs. Actually, I used a rub overnight. And I put some teriyaki on it. Teriyaki marinade. I put some hoisin sauce. I used some oyster sauce. I wanted to make them almost like a little bit of a Chinese rib flair to it. And so I added some onion powder, garlic, ginger, and then I put some ketchup on the top to give it a little color. Now, I cook these really slow. 250 degrees, I put it in for about 3 hours. It's done. I'm going to finish these later on her barbecue. But what I do want to make is I want to make a sauce to go with that. And before this hardens up, the drippings in the pan, which they might have already done, I really want to try to use those drippings in here. All right. I don't know if I'm going to be able, yeah, I can. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the drippings from the pan here, and I want to scrape these into a bowl, all right? And I want to use this to baste my, caramelized it is. There's brown sugar in here, and let's get this on here now. Hold on. Plus, it'll help me to get a jump start on trying to clean the pan. All right, I'm just trying to get all this off. Whoop. Did I get hit in the face? Oh, yeah. All right. Hey, listen, for those of you just joining here, I got to tell you something. I am not, N-O-T, big N-O-T, a chef. All right, I'm not a chef. I am just an old Italian guy that likes to cook and loves to eat. Now, anybody saw that burger, you know I can put it down. All right? I ate that whole burger. The whole thing I ate. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe I ate it. All right? I was being encouraged by one of our family members, Chris, too, who was saying, hey, Uncle Glenn, if you finish that, I'm sending you a galaxy. And all you got to do is, that's part of my problem. I am very, very competitive. I'm very competitive. That's probably one of my flaws. When I set my mind to a challenge, I'm all over it. So, all right, let's take this, rinse this, get this in the water, and I can make some marinade out of that. I just wanted to get a little bit in there, get a little jump on this pan over here so it doesn't get too out of control. All right, look, here's what I got. I just took some of the drippings that are almost like caramelized here, but that's full of flavor. I want that flavor. Is anybody else having a problem with my live here on TikTok? Kathy Smith's having a problem. Anybody else have a problem with hearing me or seeing me? Oh, you do also, John, huh? All right. Chris, no. No. Yes, every now and then. Okay, here's what I got to do. I'm really not sure if I want to try something. I might end up disconnecting you guys for a short period of time, but I'm not using my mic. The mic I'm using today is from here. All right, my camera mic. I have my regular mic on the other platform that I'm on. All right, we're streaming on 2 platforms today. All right, and you guys know where the other one is. It's not working for you? All right, so let me do this. All right, let me try to see what the problem is here. Hold on 1 minute, all right? And you guys can watch while I'm trying to fix my technical problems, because I am not technically inclined at all here, all right? And let me just see what I might be able to accomplish. All right, hold on a minute. I'm going to shut this off and come back. Devices, ARC. Let me just see something. Hold on. And let's see if this works better. All right. And I'm going to just give me 1 minute here. I mean, we're live, so this is what we do. All right. All right. Any better? Is it any better now? Everybody, can you guys hear me? Is it? Can you hear me better now? You can, Kathy? Yes? Okay. All right, I just switched the network. You know, I have two different networks going, so, you know, I'm in a really dead zone here in New York. So I'm doing the best that I can. Hopefully it'll be all right. How you guys over here? On this other platform here, are we okay? Everybody okay over here? I'm just curious. Anybody let me know? Anybody watching over here? Are we good? Sound? Any glitching going on? Anything you can help me out with? This is all a test. This is all new. All right? We've been on TikTok for less than a year right now. And are we having any problems? Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So nice to hear from you guys. All right, appreciate it. This is all new, so you got to bear with me a little. All right, let me continue this sauce that I made. Just those clothes, mine are all done. They can come out. Just throw them in a bag. Yours are ready to go in. We're doing laundry. We're doing it all today. All right. So I'm going to take some Saucy Susan. Let's get back to the ribs. All right, here's the ribs. All right. And I cooked these ribs for about 3 hours at 250 degrees. All right. Now, I'm sorry. I can't help it. So I'm missing anything. Still glitching, huh? All right. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to fix it, but I'm putting a little bit of, I can't tell you the names of the brands, but this is what I'm doing. I could ask my son. He's the only one that, my son knows how to fix these things, but I think part of the problem is I'm on two platforms here. So, all right. I'm mixing this together. All right, I'm blending in I'm making a glaze for this, for these ribs, so that when I bring it over later, all I have to do is put them on the grill. All right, now I'm nothing fancy over here. I'm using, they're kind of it's got a Chinese kind of a flair to them. Not completely, but I have ginger in here. I have some teriyaki. I put in some hoisin sauce. And I'm just making a little glaze up using some of the drippings that were in the bottom of that pan. Basically, that's it. All right? And I'm going to put it right on here now and let these just sit, rest, and later on they're going to go on the barbecue and I'm going to finish them up. I'll show it to you in a minute. All right. Beautiful. Nice and glory. Got a good glaze to it. All right. I think they look nice. All right. Now, later on, I'll just bring these over, pop them on a hot barbecue real quick, warm them up, and I'll have a little bit of an appetizer. That's it. Okay, look. I just glazed the ribs up. All right, look. All right, one little thing of ribs we made. Okay, this is going aside. I'm getting this out of my way, and we got to start right now with the bread. That's the first thing I got to do. All right, we're going to be making today some Italian bread with a little kick to it, I think. Just. Okay. All right. We're going to start with our Italian bread. All right. So what I'm making here, I just want to make a fresh loaf of bread. Now, we could add stuff to it if we want to. It's very easy to make it. I'm not using a mixer. I'm going to use my hands on everything that I'm doing. All right? So we're going to start with my steel bowl. Of course. All right, these are my steel bowls. I use these bowls everywhere. And I have them in my shop. All right? Now, first thing we got to do is, this is going to be the bowl we're going to mix it all in, but we're going to start with the second bowl. And in the second bowl, we're going to be taking the yeast, and we're going to take warm water, and we're going to take some sugar. All right? Yeast, warm water, and sugar, and we're going to let it sit for about 10 minutes. We're going to activate that yeast. Now, I'm not using a really fast active yeast. I'm using an instant yeast, all right? But this, I'm going to be adding something to it. We have some pizza dough. All right, now you know Uncle Glenn. Uncle Glenn likes to try things. This has been in the refrigerator. We used half of this the other day. All right, and we made a garlic knot roll bread. This is now been in the refrigerator about 4 days. So it's almost like a starter, a sour starter in a sense. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in the bowl right here. All right, but first we're going to activate this yeast. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know how to fix the glitching. I'm on another platform as well, so if you want to go check it out, it might be a little bit better. I can't tell you where that is, but I'm multi-streaming today. All right, so hopefully. All right, so I put one package of active yeast in here, one package. All right, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of sugar to this. All right, the sugar is the fuel whenever you're using a yeast. Okay, that's your fuel. Okay, that's what gets it. The yeast eats the sugar and it digests it and creates carbon dioxide, which ferments the water, which in turn ferments the water, which ferments the flour. All right, so I'm going to be using 2 teaspoons of sugar, and I'm actually going to add them both together today before we throw the water in. Okay, we're going to put it right together. All right, so 1. I'm not using a mixer. 2 teaspoons of granulated sugar and 1 package of active yeast. Now, the water, you want it to be warm water, all right? And we're going to be putting in 1.5 cups of warm water to this. Now, how do you know how warm? Well, the way I do it is that as soon as the water gets really warm to my touch, then I know it's ready. So, because you're at 98 degrees or 96, what's our body temperature? I don't even know. Anyway, you know, when it gets warm to your touch, real warm, it's always worked for me. Now, I don't know how it is for you. I have leather hands, so it may not work. But, all right, I'm pouring that right in. All right, what I'm going to do, because a lot is glitching here, I'm shutting this live off on TikTok for a few minutes, and I'm going to shut my phone off, and then I'm going to come back on. All right, so this live is going to pause on TikTok. It's ongoing right now on another platform. Okay, so if you want to jump over there, you can. You know where it is. Otherwise, here we are. Just give me a minute, and I'll be right back. Okay?
No problem. I'll be here.
Okay, I just had to power down. Good afternoon. It's still glitching over there too, huh? It's glitching for you too on YouTube? Yeah, it just could be, I don't know what the issue is right here, but I'm doing what I can. Hold on. Okay, now I'm here. It's good. Is it TikTok is glitching? Is it glitching here on YouTube? Or are we good here? Anybody, it would be great. All right, I'm turning this one back on, and we'll see what happens here. YouTube is fine? Okay, of course. YouTube is great. I got to tell you. Eventually here, that's where we're going to be headed all the time. We're going to be here. But I have my family, which is over on TikTok, and a lot of them don't. I can't mention YouTube on my TikTok, all right? But I can mention TikTok on my YouTube. So.
There's a present for you.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Not right now. Oh, this is off right now. I'm trying to get on. I got knocked off. I don't know. I'm trying to get my YouTube back. I mean my TikTok.
Maybe because of what you just said.
Okay. I'm restarting the phone. What do you need? What is this?
Sorry.
All right. Phone's restarting, and then we're getting right into this cooking here. Okay. All right. All right, back. Let me get back here. Okay. I got that. Yeah. And let's see if it comes back. Okay. All right, I'm back on. I'll see if it works now over there. All right, what I'm doing right now is I am just making up a fermenting liquid for our Italian bread that we're making. All right? So hopefully this will be a little bit better. And if not, we'll deal with it. Okay, this is going to bloom pretty quick. We want this to get a little foam on it. Once it gets the foam, we're going to add the flour, the salt, and the oil. Then we're going to let it rest. All right? I am going to be adding into it this dough that I have, pizza dough, which is about 4 days old. Okay? All right. So, okay. Let that sit on the side. And let's talk about what else we got going. I'm making meatballs today, and I'm making tripe. Now, I know a lot of you don't eat tripe or don't even know what tripe is. All right? But I love it. A lot of people won't even touch it. And if it's cooked right, it is, I think, delicious. All right? And I'm making it very, very spicy now. All right? For this. All right? Okay. So this is this tripe that I have here. I have the tripe that's been on the stove boiling for about an hour. And it's in salt water. And I just want to tenderize it a little bit. And now I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it in a colander and let it cool down. And then I'm going to cut it. And then I can let that cook for about an hour. All right? So while we're waiting for that yeast to bloom, we're going to do this. And then we're going to make our meatballs. All right? So I've got my colander. I love this colander. And I'm not here to sell it. I'm telling you, I have it. You know where you can find it. And it works great. Right now, I got dirty dishes in the sink. Dirty meaning from the ribs that I was cooking, a bowl. I got some silverware in here. When you put a colander in your sink, all right, and it's got soap in it or dishes, and then you're putting food in it, somehow that just doesn't. Whoever invented this was so smart. Okay, comes apart like that, and I put it right over my sink, never ever touches the sink. And now I can pour my pasta water or this Tripe water, or if I'm rinsing off vegetables, it just works so much better. All right? So, taking this right here. All right, this is the Tripe. This Tripe has been boiling for about an hour, I think. Yeah, about an hour. All right, and I tenderized it, basically. I salted water and just boiled it. Now I'm going to let it cool. I'm going to cut it into strips, and we're going to cook this, and then we're going to let it cook down for about another hour. All right, so I'm going to pour this water in here, right into the colander. Never ever touches the base of the sink, which I like. All right. Let that cool down. I'm going to really quickly get this pot out of my way because I need some room here. All right. And this is what I mean. I could be washing dishes and I don't have to worry about my colander that's in the sink because it's hanging above the sink. All right. It's just draining above the sink right now. And I think it's much more sanitary. You don't have to worry about getting soap in your food. All right. Okay. Good. Okay. And I can be working the other part of the sink without any worries. You like the way that smells, Mama?
I like the way you clean it.
Yeah?
Like you scrub now a little bit.
Yeah.
It's sticky.
I love my bowls here. Those steel bowls are just top shelf. They clean so quickly. You know, there's no like ridges in it you got to worry about. And huh? Yeah.
And actually the healthiest.
Definitely the best. Okay. All right, here we go. I know we had a lot of us on there. How are we back in action here or what? On TikTok, are we back? You were able to hear it now? Is it better? Yes? Okay, good. Good. Back in action. Okay, good. Now I can concentrate on the family here a little bit. You know, there's going to be always these glitches. You know, when you're learning a new platform, we're on 2 platforms right now, we're multi-streaming, it's complicated. And, you know, the technical part of it is probably the most difficult part, getting it right. And it takes patience, and it takes loyal family members like I got that will wait through and not run away. All right? And I appreciate it. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. All right? So, okay, we're letting that cool. Let's get our dry ingredients for our Italian bread in here now. All right? So, we're going to be, I'm using bread flour. Now, if you don't have bread flour, you absolutely can use all-purpose flour. All right? But I do have bread flour. It's got more protein in it. Just better for a stretch, you know, like a chewier bread. So I'm going to be using in here right now, I'm putting 4 cups. This is a 4-cup measure. So I'm using 4 cups of all-purpose flour. All right? 4 cups of all-purpose flour here in the big bowl. All right? Putting that right in. All right. I want to add some salt to this. Now, I added the sugar already in the water that's fermenting. Now, we're going to add some salt to the flour right here. This is a very, very easy recipe. There's nothing to it. It's 1 package of fast-acting yeast. It is 1.5 cups of warm water and 2 teaspoons of sugar. Let it sit like it's sitting right here. Okay, see this? This, I put it separately. And this is the water this is fermented or ready, I can see it, and I'll show you why, how. All right? How do you know? I should have a foam on top of this. All right? Look. See that foam? That's a foam. That means that the yeast that's in here is completely activated and ready for the flour. All right? Yeah, you guys who are chefs. I'm not a chef, so you know the term, the technical names. You know, I don't know a whole lot of that stuff. All right, so we're going to put in here right now 2 teaspoons of salt. Okay? 1, 2. Okay? Yes, we're going to be doing the meatballs. Right after we get this done, I want this to rise. See, part of cooking and preparing a dinner, especially when you're preparing a dinner for a lot of people, all right? You have to have your timing down. Now, that's why I did the ribs ahead of time. I did them because I know I could let them rest. I'm going to be finishing them on a barbecue, okay? When I get over there. That's not till 4 o'clock. So now we're starting with what needs to be fermented. The bread. This has got to rest for an hour. I already started the tripe. That needed to be prepped an hour before. Now, if I would have stayed on this whole live the whole time, it would have really been too much, all right, for everybody. So this is the way I did it. Okay, now I'm just mixing that salt in with the flour. Okay. And here's what I'm going to do. All right, you see this 4-day-old pizza dough? I'm using it. 4-day-old pizza dough. Got a little bit of a sour smell to it, okay? And we're going to take that, and I'm going to be mixing that into the dough. It's going to help it, all right? Now we're going to take this, which is all bloomed, and we're going to work this into the flour. Right here, like that. Get it all out. I am going to wash my hands again real quick, and I'm using my hands. I'm using my favorite soap. Love the way this smells. You guys know that. When Uncle Glenn cleans his hands, oh man, does that smell good. I mean, all right. Okay. I'm going to take my tripe out of the sink. It's cooled down a little bit. I'm going to put that, okay? This was in the colander, all right? I'm just taking it now, and I'm putting it right in here. And that's ready to get cooked. Now my colander can go in there. We can wash that out after. Okay, go on aside. All right, let's finish this up. All right, I'm going to put this down here, and I'll let you guys come down a little bit as well so you can see what I'm doing. This is 4 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of salt. All right, I have a starter, which I took 1.5 cups of warm water, 1 package of fast-acting yeast, and 2 teaspoons of sugar. And I let that bloom for about 10 minutes. I let it stay together for about 10 minutes. We're making an Italian bread here, okay? Now, I didn't put any oil in here yet. I'm going to add oil to this as well, okay? Now, this dough shouldn't be a real tough dough, but it shouldn't be real soft either, okay? Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to take some olive oil If you're measuring, you want about a tablespoon in there, okay? Roughly. A little more, fine with me. I love it, okay? I'm mixing that into this dough right here. Okay. I'm taking my pizza dough, all right? Pizza dough, old pizza dough. I'm gonna break this into pieces and I'm gonna mix this into this dough. And hey, obviously you don't have to do this. I'm doing it because I got it. And I like to do things and try things. Now, a lot of times when you experiment, you learn stuff. Now, I'm thinking, my thought is that this is going to work almost like a starter would when you're mixing it into your dough. All right? So this should help the fermentation process, okay? And it should make this dough, look how nice that is already. All right? Look how nice. I didn't even start kneading it yet, but I can feel it. You can feel when a dough is good. You can feel it. All right? So, look at that. Look how nice that is already. And I haven't even worked this yet. Okay? I'm going to start working it though, but it really feels good. And I can work it right in a bowl. Having big steel bowls are great. Now, I can put it on the, certainly I can roll this on the cutting board, which I probably will do. But for now, I'm just getting it all mixed together. I'm not using a mixer. And the reason I'm not using a mixer is because I want you to see that you can do this. You can do it without a mixer. There's certain tools you need, all right? But you can do this if you want. Give it a try. It's worth the fun. It's fun. And you will have such satisfaction that you made something that really, really ended up coming out well. All right? Now, we could add stuff to this if you wanted to. Is there anything you wanted to add in here, or we'll just make it a straight Italian bread? All right? But I could cut up salami in here, pepperoni in there, making a meat bread. But I think today, I think we're just gonna make it a straight bread. That's what I'm gonna do. All right? So, I'm done with the bowl. I gotta knead this for a little bit. I'm gonna have about 5 to 10 minutes of prepping this bread up. So I have some bread flour here. I'm putting right on the counter. Right on the cutting board. Okay? And we're gonna start kneading this by hand. This is what most people did. They didn't have mixers. They didn't have it. All right? So, and we're just taking it and we're working it. That's all. You're rubbing it out. I got some flour on here. I don't want to have too much on here. I don't want it to get too tough. All right? But I can feel the bread. I can feel the dough. And we'll know that when the dough is ready, we're going to know it because it's going to stretch on you. It's really, really going to stretch on you. And I'm glad we got rid of some of those technical issues that we had earlier today. Hey, this is, for those of you that are new here, this is Farm to Table to Soul. And I'm your Uncle Glenn. And let me just explain to you what it is. If you're inviting people on here and they're coming on new, ask them to follow if they're on this platform. If not, subscribe on the other one. All right? It doesn't cost you anything. All right? And it is, the farm part is when we're in Uncle Glenn's garden. All right? This is season 2 of Farm to Table to Soul. And the farm part is when we go downstairs, or I go downstairs early in the morning with my coffee. All right? And you would think, oh, you're going to a big farm. No. I live on the outskirts of New York City. And I have no cows, no chickens, no goats. And the only thing you're gonna have is sirens, motorcycles, ambulances, people beeping horns. That's where I live. But when I get in the garden and I get down into the dirt, all of that noise goes away for me. And I really internalize a lot. And it gives me a real opportunity to have some self-reflection, to pray, and just to think about how great all the great things that we have and how God has been so good to me. All right? And I mean that not because he's given me materialistic things that I might desire so much, but he's protected me and my family at times when I didn't even know that I was being protected. All right? And I won't know. But I believe it. All right? So we're working now, just working the stove. That's the farm part. That's Uncle Glenn's garden. The table part is what we're doing today. We don't have anything from the garden to harvest today, but that's usually what we do. We harvest from the garden. Oh, look! Festival bracelet from Selah. Yeah, thank you, Selah. Thank you. Oh, that's so nice of you. Woo! I got friends. I got family. Hey, if you're new here, you got to follow, subscribe, and you know, we're going to be on all summer long. Oh, Jill with the jam gun. Yeah, Jill. Woo, VJ with tacos. Oh, this is when it gets so fun. You guys over here on YouTube, this is where we have a lot of fun that I don't have over there. Oh, and this is what I miss. Hey, Cole is here. Cole, Dirt Road Hustler. My mod, on. All right. Ah, loving it. Loving it. Oh, Corgi, Whitey, look at the Heiny. Dapper Uncle, Kathy Smith. Woo! Oh, good morning, America. And good afternoon for those who are on the East Coast over here. All right, this is almost done. Smells good. Okay? Smells good. Now, I think I'm going to leave it. Going to let it go a little more. Couple of more kneads. All right, just a few more kneads here. All right? And we're making right now Italian bread. We started some pork ribs earlier. The pork ribs are done, ready for the barbecue to finish. Okay, they were cooking for about 3 hours in the oven, at 250 degrees on a rack. They're ready to go. Now we're just starting our Italian bread. We're almost finished kneading it out. We made it. It was 1.5 cups of warm water. We used 1 package of fast-acting yeast. We used 2 teaspoons of sugar, and we let that bloom. We let it ferment. Then we took that liquid and we added it to 4 cups of flour. We added it to 2 teaspoons of salt, and about a tablespoon of olive oil. That's what I used to make the bread. Then I added some old pizza dough that was 4 days old. And I'm using it almost like it would be in a starter for a sour. And I think that conceptually it should work. All right? Let's see if we can pull it without breaking it. That's what you want. All right? Should go a little more. But when you can stretch it, see, if you pull it and it breaks, it's not ready yet. Meaning that you need to knead it more. Why? Because the glutens that are in the flour protein are not fully activated. And I'm mixing this so that I get all of that fermentation into this dough. The more you mix it, the warmer it gets and the better it's going to be. All right? And I want this to have a little nice, delicious crunch on it. All right? And that's it. All right? Tight? Good? All right, let me get a bowl to put that in. And we're going to let this sit. This is why we did this now, because you need to have the time to be able to, you know, timing wise, you want all your food to come out at once. All right, so I want this bread ready to go. Actually, I'll probably bake it here before I bring it over. All right, look at the dough. Nice, right? Now you watch how this blows up. Then, in about an hour, we're gonna knead it again. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna form it, and we're gonna let it rise again. All right. Now the decision is: do we put it into loaves? Do we make one big round out of it? You know, that's where the question is going to be. Okay, but we'll decide. We don't have to decide that right now. Okay, that's it. I'm going to cover this. It wasn't that hard. It didn't take that long. All right, so we're going to put that aside right now. I'm going to put it over here where it's a little warmer. Okay, I'm going to have a sip of coffee. I have my coffee on my warmer. I'm going to bring you guys back up a little bit so we can talk. And, all right, good. Okay, all right. I'll bring you guys up a little right here. And anybody have any questions about anything so far? I'm streaming on 2 platforms today. All right. So, you know, forgive me if I am, you know, we had some technical issues early. Coffee. Love my coffee. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. See, I got family over there too. That's great. Hey, make sure you guys hit the button. Like it and subscribe. Follow, share, join the fan club over here. All right? Oh, delicious coffee. Okay. All right, so what did we do so far? We got our ribs done. I'm gonna wash a couple of these dishes and my hands, and we're gonna start. I wanna get this tripe that we made, I wanna get that cooking while we make our meatballs up, all right? Timing is everything. So I know that the tripe has to cook for a while, so which is the reason that I want to do it right now so that that is all done and taken care of. All right? It won't take long. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to take some onion and garlic oil. I'm going to saute it up, and we're going to make ourselves our sauce. All right? We're going to then I'll show you. Spec. Okay. All right. One more here. Take this little one out. I need room. I need to keep doing this so I have room in my sinks. All right. Doesn't take that long, but I need to do it. It's like an intermission. All right. And listen. You guys are in my home. This is what we do. All right. Hey, did we ever have fun yesterday, though? Come on. 2 days ago? Oh, man, that burger. Woo! I lost. I can't even tell you that burger. All right. It was delicious. And you want to know the worst part about it? Here's the sick part. It was as if I ate Chinese food. Because after I cleaned up, and I sat down, and I started to go through my comments, I got hungry. I started nibbling on chips. I mean, it's something wrong with me. And then it all started to happen. All right? Now you know what I'm talking about. It all started to happen. Woo! And everything was turning. Woo! What did you do? Oh, what did you do? So what do? I get right in bed. And I feel the buildup. I feel it. And I told you, I was going to get her back. I pulled the sheets over her head. Boy, that was out. So I ended up going and sleeping with the dog. All right? And then after 5 minutes, even the dog ran away. I don't know. But I'd do it again in a heartbeat because it was delicious. Woo-hoo. Hey, did you guys, somebody, I think Mo, our mod, said, Uncle Glenn, you got to do that on Fridays. You got to make it Burger Friday. He said, you do it every Friday, Burger Friday. All right? And we make different burgers. And I said, yeah, no problem. But you know how you have at a football game or any sports event, there's an ambulance that is right by the players? I got to have an ambulance in my driveway, ready, any minute, because it's going to go. If I did that every week, come on. First of all, my doctor would quit. He would quit. He'd go, that's it. I ain't responsible. But it's worth it. I think it's worth it. I don't know. Hey, I like having a good time. I'm sorry. I had so much fun that night making that burger, and then eating it but it wasn't like I was forcing myself. That's what was really very concerning, was that it was so good that it just went down just so easy. I don't know. All right. Okay, good. Did it. All right, let's get over to I'm going to bring you guys over to the stove too. All right, we'll go over to the stove. Hey, Kit Kat! Oh, Mother Mod in the house. Yes. We're streaming on 2 platforms today. Okay, so I'm going to move you guys over, and we're going to get over to the stove. All right, what I'm going to make now is I'm going to first get the tripe started. So let's take a look at it. All right, I know a lot of you don't like tripe. All right, but if it's cooked right, it's delicious. All right, and I'm just making a little bit here for my brother-in-law and me because nobody else is going to eat it. But I tell you right now, I am going to spice this baby up. All right, so how am I going to make it? I'm going to go to the pan. We're going to put some garlic oil in there. I got to cut up an onion, which I'm going to do right here with you. Before we go, let's get our ingredients all together. Let me get my steel bowl. Okay, I'm taking an onion right here. Let me, puzzle. They want to make sure I'm real. Look at that. One time I do these puzzles now. All right, so I'm going to cut up an onion. I'm going to cut up a carrot or 2, or maybe even 3. Because I like carrot in it. And we're going to saute it up. Okay? Okay. Got to make sure you have sharp tools. And remember, Uncle Glenn's not a chef, all right? But there's stuff that I do know, that I learned by trial and error. Whenever you have a cutting board and you're putting it on your granite or your countertop, make sure you got a towel under it. All right? Because when you push on it, it locks it in. It doesn't slide on you. It's a safety thing. There are times that I wasn't using it and I had a little wet surface and I'm on the cutting board and I'm going down on something, whoop, slips right out. That's how you get cut. That's how you lose your fingers. So you always want to have sharp tools and you want to have a secure surface, okay? That's all. Okay? I'm going to do this right here with use, right? With use right here. Okay? Now, my knife skills, you'll see, I am not a chef. But, I'm like regular knife skills. I don't have any fancy knife skills. I never went to school. Nobody ever taught me. All right, I just like to, I like the challenge of doing things live where I can fail. All right, and if I don't fail, there's only one other option. What's that other option if you don't fail? Anybody know? Huh? Come on, one person. What's the other option if you don't fail? What is it? Try again? Yeah, you try again if you fail. But if you don't fail, yep, you pass. All right, you succeed, you win. So why not challenge yourself? Why not? You succeed. Because if you fail, you're going to eat it anyway. All right? That's the way I feel. I don't know. Hey, we were doing Wheel of Flavors. All right? You guys remember Wheel of Flavors? Anybody like Wheel of Flavors? Huh? Did you guys like Wheel of Flavors? I had to stop doing it because it just became too costly to do. There's so much preparation and just so much time. And a lot of the cuisines, I had to go out and get different ingredients than I had here. So it wasn't, I just couldn't sustain it anymore. But I got to tell you, I learned so much from Wheel of Flavors. You guys picked out cuisines from all over the world, and we spun the wheel. All right? We spun the wheel. Remember? Anybody remember? Did you guys like Wheel of Flavors or no? Well, I'll tell you what. We get 250 people on here. All right? I'm going to bring the wheel out, and we're going to have a fun spin. All right? So I'm going to leave it like that. I'll leave it up to you. If we can get ourselves 250 people on here, we'll pull out the wheel, and we'll take a look at it. Not going to use it today. Well, we'll spin it, but I love it. It was a lot of fun, I got to say. All right, so I'm just taking a couple of carrots. I got some onion right here. Okay? Putting this down, and I'm just going to skin these carrots real quick. I like to put carrots in my tripe. Sweetens it up a little bit, gives it a little stewish kind of a flavor to it. Just what I like. So you can make it any way you like, and if you don't like it, you're not going to make it anyway. So that's why we're going to have, and it's going to go pretty quick. So this isn't a long, drawn out process. We're waiting right now for the bread to, the dough to rise for our Italian bread. Okay, we got our ribs ready already. All right. All right, all I'm doing now, I'm going to cut these in half. Okay, and I'm just going to cut them in half again. Make little moons out of these. Gives it good flavor. I'm going to put some potatoes in there, so it'll absorb the sauce flavor. And that's going to be it. It's really going to be a small portion of tripe. Really only going to be for my brother-in-law and myself. Nobody else is going to eat it. I'm going to make it so hot that nobody else would even want to eat it. It'll cook them. We're going to heat that baby up. If Tracy was here, I might use her powder. That's how hot I want to make it. All right? Okay. Onions, carrots, right there. Okay? Now I got some potatoes right here. All right, let me just rinse these out real quick. I'm getting everything prepped up. We're going to use my skillet, my cast iron pot, and I'm going to go real quick. All right, all I'm doing now is cutting these. I'm going to cut these down like this. Okay. Trying to keep everything kind of shaped similar. Did that one backwards, but it'll work. See, now you can see the horror of my knife skills. Okay. Okay, that should be enough. I don't even need these. All right? All right. Let's go over to the sink. The stove, and let's cook a little bit, okay? Let me turn the heat on first. All right, we got our, this is coming up nice. All right, I'm gonna turn this up too. I'm gonna be baking those meatballs that we're gonna make. So I'm gonna bring the temperature over here up a bit, okay? I'm going to our cast iron right here. And I'm gonna bring you over, all right? Let's take a look. Get you a little closer here so we can all kind of see what is going on. All right, I'll put this to the side so this way I'm not in your way there. I'm going to take you guys over as well. All right, and we're going to go right. Okay. Yeah. Whoop. All right. That's been nice to me now. I think you got a pretty good visual here. If it stays in one place. Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. All right. Turn this on. All right. I got the gas stove on. We're going to add, first thing I'm putting in here, I'm putting in Uncle Glenn's garlic oil. All right. Let me get my garlic oil. And we're going to warm this baby up. All right. One. Now, I'm not putting the garlic in yet, okay, because the garlic is already cooked. When I make my garlic oil, see this? This garlic is so soft, all right? I can crush it with my fingers. Look at that. Ready? Look, and it's spreadable, so you can take this and put this on garlic bread, whatever, all right? But I'm going to pull this out for now. I'm going to add garlic, but I just want to have the oil in here first. All right? So I have a couple of tablespoons of garlic oil in there. And now we're going to take our onion. As soon as that heats up, we're going to take our carrot and we're going to saute it up until it's soft. All right? We're building flavor right here. This is where Uncle Glenn builds flavors. I do everything. Can you take everything and put it in all at once? Yes, you can. But it's not going to come out the same. That's all I'm saying to you. It's just not going to come out the same. All right? So, I'm going to grab my coffee while I'm here, which is waiting for that to heat up a little bit. All right? Coffee! All right. All right, I think we're pretty good here. Okay, you want it to get nice and warm, get it hot. So when we throw that onion in there, we catch a little sizzle. Now we're making the gravy, basically, that we're going to be cooking our tripe in. The tripe is going to go in, we'll cut it up, and it's going to go in last. Okay? Okay. Ready? Good. One. Carrots going in. Okay, we'll get rid of these two bowls. We're going to let that saute up. We're going to let the sugars, we want the sugars to come out of the onion and the carrot. Okay? Now, honestly, I like to add peas. I'm running away a minute. Let me go see if I got any peas, because I do like peas in them as well. For those of you who can still hear me on YouTube, I am just looking for a bag of peas in my other refrigerator. His? Oh. Oh.
It's that one. It's covered.
No. Okay. I ran away a second. I found some peas, which I'm going to use as well. And I'm actually going to put them in there. Some of them in here. Okay? I'm going to get a little container, put these in, and we're going to add some peas to that as well. So those of you that don't like peas, don't like tripe, well, you won't like this dish. All right? You probably won't. But for me, it's probably one of my favorites. I used to eat all kinds of stuff growing up. You know, my mother used to cook the weirdest concoctions. And as a kid, there was no like, oh, I don't want that. Doesn't work like that in my house. All right, it was, this is what you got, you have to eat it. And we ate kidneys, liver, brains. I mean, it was quite a, it was quite an experience. But okay, we're just sauteing up right now. And then you know me, I like color. I like to have color. Now I'm not using a lot of spice because the sauce that I'm using to add to this already is spiced. So I don't want to overdo it with the salt. The tripe was already salted in a way. But I am going to use a little bit of some chicken base. A little bit. Not a lot, a little bit. Okay, that replaces my salt. All right. And of course, I'm going to add some white pepper to that. Just blends better. Okay. Now we're going to get a little brown on the bottom of this pot, which is the browning that you're going to see is not burning. What it is, it's the sugars that are coming out of the onion and the carrots that are going to start to form on the bottom. But when we deglaze that later with the white wine that we're going to put in, that's going to change everything. All right? So, all right, I'm going to start adding some red pepper flakes to this, because this is going to be spicy. I could even chop up some jalapenos, which I don't mind. If you guys think you want to throw some jalapenos in there. All right. Okay, let me get my little bowl and get our potatoes ready here. I'm going to saute them up so they start to absorb some of that flavor already. Okay? Okay. See that on the bottom? See the brown? That is all flavor right there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's all flavor. When I deglaze this with the wine, that's just going to absorb in here and become part of the flavoring that we are adding. Okay? I'm adding the potatoes right now as well. Now I'm going to get these potatoes going. The potatoes have sugar as well. My peas going in. Okay, those were frozen peas. All right, so this is the base of what we're going to be putting the tripe in. Okay, these are the vegetables that will be in it as well. All right. Let that go a little more. I got my white wine. And now we're going to get a base of homemade tomato sauce, my marinara that I made the other day. Okay? Some fresh marinara here. But before I do that, we're going with white wine. Now that's going to bring all the flavors together. It's going to bring all the flavor together right there. The nice color, orange, green, the purple from the potatoes, all right, the onions. This is how you know it's going to be flavorful and healthy, colorful, okay? That's what you want to do when you're cooking. You want to have flavor, okay? Now, right now, we're letting the alcohol, a little bit of alcohol that was in there, cook out. And you're going to watch that this is actually going to thicken on its own right here. All right? Then we're going to add our tomato sauce to it. In the meanwhile, I want to get the tripe, which I'm going to do off camera right here. And I want to start to cut it up so that we can just add it. Okay? It's already cooked. It's already tender. And we're going to just add, I'm going to do this real quick over here. Okay, no need for you to really watch this. All I'm doing is taking the tripe and I'm cutting it into slices. Right now, it's already cooked. It's nice and tender. So this is just going to now add to the flavor that's in there, and it's going to absorb all of the flavors that are in that pot right there. Okay? All right, just let that cook up a little more on its own. Because this is already cooked. The tripe is already cooked. All we're doing right now with the tripe and those is putting the flavors together. That's it. Almost done. Now we're going to make our meatballs. All right? Uncle Glenn's meatballs. You guys... You guys have seen me do that before, right? Hey, do we have 250 people on here? I'll get the wheel of flavors. Huh? Anybody? Almost done. Got 4 more pieces to cut. And then I'm coming over. Okay, and this is going right in. Okay. Good. My father used to make the tripe with garlic and lemon as well, which was really very excellent. Okay, this is done. All right? Okay. Now we're just going to take this, okay? Here's all flavor. See how it absorbed all of that wine? Nice. This is just a pot of flavor right here now. That's it. Okay? That's fresh tomato marinara sauce we made. Okay, the only thing I got to add to this now is the garlic, right? We got to add our garlic. Not shy about the garlic. That's cooked already. That's sweetness. That's flavor right there. Okay? Okay, now we're going to put our tripe in. Ready? That's how we finish it. Well, we mix this all in here, and now all these flavors are just going to gel together. I mean gel. And add a little water to that as well. Okay? That's it. I'm going to cover this. And this will be done 20 minutes. Completely done. But we're going to let it cook and let it take its time. Spread all that nice tripe out evenly. Okay? Nice colors in there. Lower this, put this now on a simmer. Cover this up. Done. All right, let this cook for, I don't know, let it go for, it's very, very low, so we can let this simmer. Okay? Done. All right, let's go back to let's get our meatballs going now, all right? Now we're going to get together and we're going to make the meatballs. We're going to make a spicy meatball. Okay. All right, let me just get the cameras a little bit situated here. And we're okay? How we doing? We're okay? Okay, good. Good, good. All right. Oh, choo, choo! Yeah! Kit Kat! Oh, you guys didn't see that. I just got the choo, choo! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love it. Love my choo, choo. Oh, Nanette. Thank you, Nanette. Hey, if you're new here, you got to follow Uncle Glenn. Join the fan club. All right? Let me be your uncle. Be part of this ever-growing family. I mean, we went from 200 people in May of last year, and we're over 38,000, headed to 39,000. All right? So that's great to hear. I love it. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, thank you. If you're new over here, hit that subscribe button. All right? Hit the like button. Say hello to Unc. Let me know you were here. All right? All right. All right, we're moving along pretty good here. Let's take a look at our bread, first of all. All right, let's take a look at the bread that we have growing here. All right, see it's rising nice. See how nice it's rising? All right, it's not ready yet, but we're going to let it go. All right? That was really loud, Unc. What was? What was loud? Huh? What the? Hey, listen, I'm loud to begin with. And I'm deaf, so I can't hear. All right, so nothing's loud for me, especially where I live. I live where there's noise every minute. Every minute there's noise here. So I just got to organize myself a little bit. Put that away. Get this out of the way. And this. Okay. Do a little bit of housekeeping right here. And we're going to start my meatballs now. Okay. All right. Gotta have some coffee. What's cooking today? All right, for those of you just joining here, Uncle Glenn made a rack of ribs, all right, that was slow cooking for 3 hours. They marinated overnight. I marinated them in almost like a Chinese kind of a flair to it. I'm just having them as an appetizer. All right, we're going to bring those over. I'm going to cut them up. So it's going to be almost like Chinese ribs a little bit. Thank you, Kit Kat, hat mustache. I missed it, but I just saw it. Thank you, thank you. So we made the ribs. I cooked them for about 3 hours at 250 degrees. We took them out. You want to see them? I can show them to you real quick. If not, then I'll show it to you later. I'm bringing those over. They're resting. They're cold. I have them all ready to go finish on the barbecue. Oh, the sheep! The sheep! There's a sheep! Oh, you guys didn't see the sheep! Oh, I feel like a farmer when you do that. I feel like I'm a real farmer. Oh, so funny. So funny. You guys are so funny. Hey, 250 people. 250 people on here, and we are going to pull out the wheel, which we haven't seen in months. All right, we're going to take a look at it. We may introduce it again. All right, we may. Because the people over here on the other platform never saw the Wheel of Flavors. Never. Oh, you're making up? Oh, are you? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, let me take this bowl. I need the big bowl that I was putting that dough in before. Steel bowls are just so great. They're just so easy to clean. You know, you can do it on the go. You guys see how I do it on the go. All right, there's no ridges in it. They clean up really, really well. They hold temperatures, whether it's hot or cold. So it's a really, really necessity that you have steel bowls to cook with if you do a lot of cooking. Now, if you don't cook, then you don't need anything. All right, all you need is a mouth. All right, but if you do cook, then you need the right tools. All right, and that's what I keep saying. The right tools are everything. You can have the best recipe in the world, but if you don't have the tools to execute it, it's useless. And I use the analogy of a carpenter that wants to build a house, and the only thing he's got is a tape measure. Without tools, you can't succeed. All right? So you got to make sure you have the right tools. And if you, if you have them, then anything's easy. Anybody can get a recipe. You don't need what I'm doing. You go get a recipe and you follow it. As long as you get the right tools and you do it with your own flair. All right? Meaning that, when I cook something, I do everything separate. And then I mix it together. All right? Oh, Kathy Smith's at the hat and mustache now. Yay. Oh, the bow knot. Oh, you see? All right. See, I got your comments on here, so I got to. All right, I'm taking the comments off. All right, now I can see good. All right. So let's do our meatballs. Now, we're going to do the same thing with the meatballs. The meatballs we're doing in stages. Okay? So, we're going to start with the first stage. Actually, I can do it right in here. All right? But here's what we're doing. We're going to take 1 egg. All right? Come on, invite your friends now. This is the time to make the meatballs. All right? Let's get them up. Let's get the followers up here. All right? Come on. And make sure you follow, share, join the fan club. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Come on. Let me be your uncle. I want you to be part of this growing family here. All of yous. All right. So I'm going to start with 1 egg per pound of meat that I'm using. So today I'm using about 4 pounds of ground beef, 80-20, and 1 pound of ground pork. That's 5 pounds of meat, which means I need 5 eggs. So I'm going to start with the liquid that's going to go in here. And we're going to start with 5 eggs. Okay. Then I'll use a little heavy cream, All right. So just going to put them right in. 1, 2, 3, 4. What did I miss again? I missed something else. Rosie! I keep looking down. 5. All right. Okay? 5 eggs right here. That's what we're starting with. Okay? And mix those up. Okay? Now, we can do a count. We're going to figure out how many meatballs we're going to get too. I'm doing good, Shane. How are you doing? Oh, yeah. Latrenda, joining the fan club or sending a heart me. We need 15 more to hit our goal today. Look at this. This family over here on TikTok, I got to tell you. They're the best. They're the best. They're so loyal. They're so... what was that? What's that thing? Space love. I didn't go to space yet. Oh, you're calling it? 32 meatballs. Calling it beforehand. Wow. 5 pounds of meat. You know how I make them up. So we're going to do a count today. All right? All right? So, all right. We're going to add a little bit of... Add some heavy cream to that. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Thank you. A little bit. Okay, a little heavy cream right there. All right. I'm going to show you how I do my meatballs. That's all. I got my marinara sauce. Got to have a little in there. Okay, just a little bit. Give it a little flair. Okay, it's full of flavor, full of spices. Okay, right in. Don't be afraid. All right, do not be afraid to try different things. Do not be afraid. Try it. It doesn't have, you can be a rule breaker. Onion powder. I'm not putting garlic in here. That's too strong for what I'm doing. All right, just a little too strong. All right, and I'm going to chop up some fresh parsley. All right, now you know what I say. When you're using fresh herbs, okay, fresh herbs are for either something like this, where you're just adding it as an additive spice to something that's going to cook quickly. When you're cooking a sauce, use dried spices. You don't use fresh spices when you're cooking a sauce for a long period of time, or a gravy, or a soup. You want to use dried spices for that. Then, when it's finished and you're done just before serving, that's when you add your fresh herbs, because the fresh herbs have all the aromatics. The dry herbs have all the oil concentrated in there. Okay? So I use the fresh herbs, love fresh herbs, but I use it like if I was making a meatloaf, fresh herbs. If I'm making meatballs, fresh herbs. If I'm making a tomato sauce, dry herbs. Why? Because it's going to cook for hours. If I put fresh herbs in there, it's just going to get lost, and you're going to lose all of the benefits of the fresh herbs, which means the aromatics of it, meaning when you eat, you taste flavor with your nose and your tongue. All right? Your nose picks up the smells, and that's what gives it flavors. I mean, that's how you register flavors. Okay? So I'm taking this fresh parsley and dropping that right in there. Okay? I'm building flavor right here. That's all I'm doing. Now you know me. Could I add salt to that? Absolutely. Am I going to? No. What am I using? I'm going to dilute some of my chicken base. I'm going to dilute it. All right? Get the water really hot. I'm going to put some right in here, and I'm going to dilute it. And I'm going to add it to that instead of salt. It's just what I do. And it gives it. I'm going to add cheese too. Yes, cheese will add the salt also, but I have it right in here. Now all I'm going to do is add some hot water, a little bit, to this. I'm going to stir this up and I'm dropping that in there. Okay? We're building flavors here, my friends. We're building flavors. Got to get that nice and hot. So I'm only going to use a little bit of water. Just so it blends in here. There he is, no break Mo in the house. And you guys over on YouTube, oh, can't say it. Probably going, what the heck are you doing? You know, who are you talking to? We're talking to all the family over here on TikTok. And we are doing it. Okay, so now I just took that chicken base and I'm concentrating it in here, just blending it in. Okay? That's it. Using some white pepper. There's no measurements here. All right? I don't need to have measurements. All right? I've done this enough times that I know pretty much what to expect. All right? Okay, we have in here 5 eggs, heavy cream. We just put in about, I'm going to say, half a cup, quarter of a cup of tomato marinara sauce. I added fresh parsley to this, some onion powder, and some chicken base and white pepper. That's it. Okay? That's our base. Now, what are we doing with that? All right? What are we going to add to that? Now, a lot of people will use breadcrumbs. I'm not opposed to using breadcrumbs, but I use bread. And I like to use bread, stale bread, if I can. Okay? Now, if it's too loose, I can tighten it up with some of the, some breadcrumb if I want to. But we'll see how it comes out. All right? So let me get a serrated knife, and I'm going to cut the edges of the bread off first. Now, you could add them if you want to, but for now, I want to just use the inside of the bread. There's some heel, that's fine, okay? Cutting the edges. Now, I'm just going to cut this down here. Okay, I cut it in thirds. Now I'm going to cube it. Okay, going down again, and I'm going down again. Okay, now I take this, and that is going into my mix that I just made. All right, now what is that going to do? It's going to give me, instead of breadcrumbs, I'm using bread. That's going to absorb all the flavor. All right. It's going to help to make I'm making right now a paste that I want to have about the same consistency as the meat. A little bit looser, but I want it to have the same consistency. Then when I put the meat in, I'm going to work this flavor ball, this flavor bomb into the meat. And then we're going to roll them up. All right? And that's how we do it. That's how I do it. Okay? And they really do come out great. Especially if you can take these meatballs, you can freeze them. You know, you let them cool down afterwards. Now, I'm not frying these today. I'm going to put them in the oven and bake them out. Okay? All right? Look. Now, I didn't do anything yet. Okay? Now, we're going to start working it. Okay? And we're going to now absorb all of that flavor that we have there into this paste. Okay? And for those of you who say, well, you don't have gloves on. No, I don't. I'm home. I don't use gloves. All right? I wash my hands. So if you're in a restaurant or you're in a place that the health department requires it, then you got to use them. I don't have to, unless they come knocking at my door. The Tic-Tac police. See how nice? Coming out. This is just flavor right here. Okay? So we just built a flavor bomb in here. Okay? This is a flavor bomb. All right? So, all right, what are we doing with that now? Well, we can do a couple of things. Okay. I actually might want to add this last piece of bread to that because it's a little bit loose. Now, I could go in the cabinet now and take some breadcrumbs, all right? I could just take breadcrumbs and add it in to dry it out a little bit. Remember I said you want to have about the same consistency as you have with your meat, all right? So I just added that last piece of bread, and now I'm just going to mix that back in, okay? Now it's a little bit thicker, and it's going to, because I didn't add, what didn't I add yet? Does anybody know? Anybody know what else I'm adding into this? Huh? Anybody? Come on. Yep, I'm adding the meat, of course. Yep. Cheese! Cheese! We gotta have cheese! Right? Cheese! Ay, ay, ay. I was waiting for somebody to say, hey, Unc, where's your cheese? Come on! All right, let's get some cheese here. Where's that cheese? All right, we're going to get some nice cheese to this. All right, let's get some of this right here. All right, we'll get some nice Romano here. Okay. All right, here we go. Ready? You tell me. Good? What do you think? Is that enough? A little bit more? How's that? A little more? Perfect? More? How's that? Keep going? Oh my, okay, let's go. Yeah, let's go. Here we go. Cheese! Cheese! We gotta Yeah, cheese. Come on. Come on. Of course we need the cheese. All right, let's go. Here we are. All right, there. All right. Now we got the consistency we want. Look, see? It's all tight. It's a paste. And this is going to blend perfectly with the meat that we're going to put in here. All right, we got plenty of cheese in here. The cheese just tightened up this whole mix. Okay? All right? Look how nice. Look. It's going to be like the consistency of the meat. And this is just one ball of flavor. That's it. A ball of flavor. That's what you want. Okay. All right. Meat. Let's go. All right, we're gonna put this. I got this. Okay. All right, we got ground beefs going in here. Okay. I gotta throw some pork in here. And I have some extra chopped meat that I'm using. Okay? 5 pounds. 5 pounds of meat. All in the bowl with all of our paste we just made. Okay? Okay? Are you guys ready for this or what? All right, now what do? Now we got to mix all this together. And we got to make sure we got all the meats blended together and we have our mix together. Look at this. Look at this. All right? Look. This is what we do. This is what we do. All right? Look at this. Come on. Come on. Hey, we were almost in the 200s there before. I was about to break out the wheel of flavor. But we didn't get to the 250 yet. Get to 250, 300, we're going to hit that wheel of flavors. We're going to bring it out. We haven't done it in a while. All right? Invite, share, follow, join the fan club. That's what we do. And over there, you got to subscribe. Hit that like button. Come on. We're going to be doing this. I'm going to be streaming multi-platforms here as long as you guys like it. If you don't like it, then I ain't doing it. I'll just stay with my Tic Tac family. All right? And we're just, the nice thing about the bowls, see these metal bowls? Look, see this? I turn it. It turns. So it's like working almost like a double mixer when I'm doing this. You got to get yourself some bowls. All right? Now, I can't tell you where. You know where to get them. All right? I'm not on a promotional live. But you guys know. You know how to do it, right? Somebody tell them how to do it. Go ahead. You can tell them. I can't. All right? It's in my TikTok shop. That'll tell you. All right? That's how you help. You help the unk out. Help the family grow. This is what we do. Helps to pay for some of the stuff. All right? I appreciate it. I only show products that I use. I don't show products that somebody sends me a sample of unless it's just a sample and they say, hey, would you do me a favor? And we'll check it out. We'll open it up together. I've done that before. No problem. But I'm not going to tell you that I use it. These things I've had 25 years. The ones that are in my thing are better because they got covers. All right? Mine don't have covers. And they have a grater that's in the center of it, which is even better. Great Mother's Day gifts, too. And cheap, it's not, wallet breaking. We're just working this meat. We're working the paste we made together. All right, we're turning this bowl around. Look at this. Look how nice this is coming. Now, if you have a mixer, you could do it in a mixer, but you got to be careful. You don't want to ground up the meat too, otherwise your meatball is going to get too tough. All I'm doing right now is just making sure that all of the meats are blended and all of the paste that we made is blended. And then put up a poll. I want to know how many meatballs you think we're going to get out of this. How many meatballs? All right? I got 5 pounds of meat. Now keep in mind, I put 5 eggs. I've used a half a loaf of bread, a little bit of heavy cream, a little sauce. All right? So my guess is that we get, I'm going to say 46 meatballs. I'm going to guess. And now want to know why? Because that's what it was last time, I think. All right? So the poll's up. Oh, there's a poll up. Oh, you got 49 seconds. Come on, family. Come on, get over there. Hit that button. 20, all right. 20 meatballs, nobody. 40 meatballs, nobody. Oh, 40 is in the 50% mark. 50, 60. All right, let's go. Oh, 40s are in the 66, 75%, saying in the 40s. All right, come on. We got 26 seconds. Only 6 votes in here. We got 193 people on here. 10 votes, 11 votes. What is going on here? You don't care? You don't care? Come on. 15 seconds left. 15 seconds. So far, 50 is winning. 50 is 65%. 20 votes in, 5 seconds left. 21 votes in, 50 meatballs or more, all right, from between 50 and 60, 62% of you said that's what it's going to be. Now, how about we do it one more time and everybody jump in on the poll, all right? Try it one more time. Everybody get ready. And I got 5 pounds of meat here. 5 pounds of meat. I got 5 eggs. I got some tomato sauce in here, some heavy cream in here. Give me a count. Take a vote. Every vote counts. Come on. Every vote counts here. Ready? All right, here comes the poll. When the poll comes up, let's see, we got over 200 people here. All right? Hit the poll. When the poll comes up again, vote. Now it's up. Hit that little blue thing, and place your vote. I'm curious to see if 50 wins again. All right? I'm looking at this. All right. 18 votes in. See, already you guys are taking part. All right? Started right off. 30 seconds left. 19 votes. Still, 50% is winning. 50 or more is winning. 20 votes in. All right, here we go. 20 seconds left. 24 votes. 25 votes. 16 seconds left. Here we go. Jump in. Make your vote count. 12 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. It's still. We have 54% said over 50. 9.5% said 60 or more, and 40 meatballs was almost 30%. All right? So we have 29% says 40, 55% says 50, and 9.5% says 60. My guess is about 48. All right? That's just my guess. Now, you can be more specific by adding your vote. Let me know. And then if you got to be honest. All right? Honest, and you got to be able to tell how many it was. All right? So let's start rolling them. All right? Very good, though. All right. I'll show you the size. If you want to change your vote, you can. Okay? It's going to be roughly, this will be about the biggest meatball right here. Okay? Look. Okay? They're pretty consistent, you'll see. And I'm not trying to make them bigger or smaller, just using, this is basically the size that I always make them. All right, we're rolling them out. I know I can feel them in my hand. All right? And we're going to get them on the tray and we're going to count them. All right? Hey, if you're new here, hit the follow button. Follow Uncle Glenn. Become part of this ever-growing family here. We have a great time. I love it. I love you guys. And we do farm to table to soul. The farm part is Uncle Glenn going in his garden. Not a big farm, doesn't have acres of land. There's no chickens, no goats, no cows, no pigs. But we have a lot of ambulances, motorcycles, police cars. I live on the outskirts of New York City, and that's what we got here. All right. And when I go in the garden, the farm, my farm is just my little garden. And when I get in there and I get my hands in that soil and all the noise goes away, it just goes away. And it gives me peace and solitude. And I'm reminded with you guys, when I have my mic on sometimes, you hear them. And so I'm telling you the truth. All right. And then the table part is what we're doing now. All right. Farm to table. All right. We go, and once we have our growing season going, we harvest from the garden and we bring it up here to what we're doing now. We cook for the table. All right. And then the soul part, well, that's Uncle Glenn's favorite, because we harvest from the garden, we cook up here for the table. And then the great part, like later on, I'll be sharing a meal. There'll be family, friends. I'm sure there's going to be people there that I never met. And it's just so satisfying to the body, but it is so gratifying to the soul. And that's what Farm to Table to Soul is. And we're in season 2. And we didn't go from 200 people to over 38,000 for no reason. We did it because of you, because you like it here. You think this is a place that you feel safe, that you can feel comfortable being, that you don't have to worry, all right? This is a home. And for me, that's why we have our mods, and our mods keep this room what it is. They make it what it is. You people, all right? You make it what it is. And it's we're encouraging to one another. We share with one another. We are positive and encouraging. We carry each other's burdens sometimes here. We pray for one another. But most importantly, we respect one another. I respect you, and you respect me. And that's what we do. All right? That's what we do. And if you like that, then you need to hit that subscribe button or hit the follow, share, join the fan club. All right? Become part of this ever-growing community, this family of loving and respectful people. All right? And if you don't like that, come on. You know what to do. Just swipe away. There's so many other places you can go. All right? And you can always come back. We'll always welcome you. But you got to come in here and you got to be respectful. It's like I taught my kids, when they were growing up, there were, no foul language in the house. Now, listen, somebody gets mad once in a while and they slip one, I remind them. We don't talk like that in the house. All right? Why? Because your home is your sanctuary. Your home is where you learn right from wrong. And when you go out the door, I tell them, you go out the door, you're in the street, I don't care what you do. That's all on you. That's where you are reminded of the things that you were taught that were right and wrong. All right? But Uncle Glenn goes in the street, I'm a different guy. My lips get a lot looser. All right? All right? So, but when I'm here and I'm with family in the house, I don't talk like that. All right? I try not to. Every once in a while I'll slip, say something. I think the worst thing I say that I really kind of feel a little bad about, and yet it's become part of our vocabulary here. You know what that is? Anybody know? Anybody know what it is that I say sometimes, and I kind of like hear my mother smacking me in the back of the head. Huh? You won't believe it too. It's so stupid. No, I never. I only use Jesus' name. One of the things that, to me, one of the worst curses for me is GD. I never say that. I never try to. I try only to use. There's such power in the name that God has given Himself, and I never. I never. I mean, it may be a handful of times in my life that I ever do that, and boy, did I ever feel bad. All right. But yeah. No, I'm very quick on the tongue. I mean, sometimes I'm with my buddies. Everybody's flicking the F bird and and this and that, and so that's what we do. All right. But so the word, I'll tell you, because nobody got it. All right. Something that Mama says. I'll give you another hint. Come on. Something that Mama says. Huh? Huh? Crappy, yeah. Like she's so like sarcastic. My wife, Mama, especially with me. And so I made meatballs, and at one time I didn't have any heavy cream, so I just put sour cream in it. And she saw me putting sour cream in the meatballs. She goes, "Ew." So after they were done, they were laying on the counter, and I saw her eating one. And I said, "How is it?" And she goes, "It's really crappy." I go, "What do you mean?" She goes, "It's crappy." So now when I give her something and she likes it, she goes, "Ooh, that's crappy." And now sometimes I'll say, "Oh, that was the best piece of crap I ever had, ever." But I hear my mother, because I couldn't say that word in my house. There's things that are, crazy, but the burger was crappy. Oh, that was one big piece of crap. Oh, see, I feel bad saying that. Sorry, Mama. Sorry, Mama. All right? Because it's so like ironic. It's like you would think. What do you guys think about that burger? We didn't even talk about it. Huh? Anybody see the burger? I know Mo told me, I think it was Mo that said, oh no, it was Kit Kat that said, you got to put lettuce and tomato and onion on that. And I said, I need the jaws of life to be able to get it in my mouth. All right? It was big enough. I just couldn't get it. It was 5.5 inches. I measured my mouth. My mouth's only 3.5. It was 2 inches. I was stretching my jaw to try to get across that bun. Oh my gosh. But I got to tell you, especially as I started to get into it and I didn't have to struggle with it no more, I started getting into it. And and Chris, one of our family members, goes, there's no way you're going to finish that. He goes, you finish that and I'm going to send you a galaxy. So you guys saw. And I wasn't even really struggling with it. But when I got down to a piece that was about that big left, I said, just because I didn't want to, I told Chris, I said, I'm not going to finish it. I could, but I'm not going to. Because I didn't want him to have to send the galaxy. And he did. Sent the galaxy. And so he just sent it, even when I didn't finish it. And then I finished it. I said, I got to finish it now. And then he sent another one. So, I mean, but we have so much fun, family. I'm telling you, we have such a good time. And I love being here with you. So the only thing I ask you is that you share this live and that you follow and you're part of what we do. You know, you can support if you see one of my videos and you like it, don't just hit the like button. Take one more step and hit it on a repost. All right, that helps. It helps us to grow as a community. All right, the Go Populars from here, the Heart Me's, the Go Populars, two of the most strongest things that you can send here, aside from the stuff that helps Unc out, filling up my gallery. Filling up my gallery is, this helps you go, today's the last day. I don't even know what's in there, what I need. But once a week, they load your gallery up, and if you get everything from the gallery, they raise you up in the class. Now, we dropped down. I think we're back to C2 now. But we were at one point, I think the highest we ever were B4 league. All right. But, now we did battles. I was supposed to have one last night. I just said, forget it, it ain't going on. Okay, I got them all done. All right. So, all right, last chance to put your counts in while I'm all done. Now, if somebody was counting, then you know. All right. So put your counts in. Let me get and we're going to get these in the oven. I'll show you in a minute. Let's see your counts. What do you say? All right. Most people said 20% of the people, 20% said that it would be, 20% said 40 or more. All right. 56% said 50 or more, and 9.5%, or 10% really, said 60 or more. Mine, I say 46. I'm roughing it. And I didn't promise you, no cheating, no count. I just was talking to you. I can't do two things at once anyway. So I'm telling you the truth. All right? So let me put this down here and let's get the count so you can see. All right? All right, here we are. All right? Here's our meatballs. All right? So we're going 1, 2. Yeah, that's about right. 3. Should be able to go 5 across, and I know that I did it right. 4. They're bigger. They're a little bit bigger than I normally make. I usually go 5 across. I only went 4 across. All right? Like here. I'll do it this way. You can see better. Okay? All right. Yeah, these are definitely bigger than I normally make. Now, I think the people in the 50s is out. I think the people in the 40s might be out. I think the people in the 20s are going to win. Try not to put them, I don't want them to touch one another. Actually, what I should do, we'll do it this way. It's all right. I could put them on a grill, on a rack. I can put them on a rack too, but the big meatballs. Bigger than I wanted to make them. But just a bigger piece of crap. Okay, right here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 24 right here. Okay? 24 right there. Let me grab another tray, another pan to put them on. Hold on. A piece of parchment paper. When we get done with this, we're going to roll our bread out. Timing wise, I think we're going to be all right. Okay. One, 2, 3. I'll take consistency. They're really good. All right. Final count. All right, we got 24 here, and then we got 12 here. 36 meatballs. Who won? Who won? Anybody? Anybody pick 36? Come on. Tell the truth. Anybody get 36? Venice Richards. Yes. They are big. You first said, they probably, if I would have made these normal size, all right, a little smaller, like they would have been all like this size, like the first one I made, I think we would have gotten about 44, 42. All right, but that's what it is. All right, Ronnie said, my first was 36. Off by 2, Jenny. I know Mo was off by 4. Bigger meat, the balls! Balls! We got some big meatballs here. Meatballs! Big crappy meatballs! All right. I got the oven on 425. I want it hot, the oven, because I want to create a crust on them. I'm not frying them. All right, so I'm going to say they'll be in there about 15 minutes, and then I'm going to take them and I'm going to take them out, and then I'm going to turn them on the other side and put them back for another 15, 20 minutes. All right, that's it. All right, so let me get these in. Then we're going right to our bread. Oh, that's where my other pan was, huh? Sitting right in here. Okay. I had my pan. I was looking for this. Hold on. All right. We got in the oven, putting these in, and on the bottom, these are on the top. Okay. All right. Let me set the time here for 15 minutes. Okay. All right. All right. You know what we're doing now, right? Now we got to make our Italian bread. Now the Italian bread, what we're going to do now is form it. Let me just clean this pan real quick. All right. And we're going to make our Italian bread. Hey, we got 278 people here. Now I got to pull out the Wheel of Flavor. Oh, you guys want to see the Wheel of Flavor? Who wants to see the Wheel of Flavors? Oh, you did it. You did it. Now I got to live up to what I said. All right. Now, before I take it out, I want to tell you what it is. All right. The Wheel of Flavors was something that Uncle Glenn had introduced into Fall into Flavor, which was our fall cooking show. Okay? Fall into Flavor was our fall cooking show. All right? And we would cook every night, but we weren't going into the garden. So I decided I got to challenge myself, right? What a mistake I made. I got a wheel with 14 spots on it. And I said, what should we do with this? And I brought it out one night. It was empty, nothing on it. And I said to the family, pick your type of food that you like. So one person said Irish. One person said Cuban. Someone else said French. Someone else said Italian. Someone else said Cajun, Seoul, Chinese, Japanese, Cuban. Before you knew it, I had all 14 of these different cuisines from all over the world. And we would spin the wheel, and then I had to cook it. I can't even cook, I said, what did I do? So I had to go out and find the spices that I wanted to use, the different types of meats, and I looked up about the traditions. I tried to learn a little bit. And I got to tell you, it was so challenging, but I learned so much by doing that. And you want to know something? Every time we did it live. Live. Okay? And there were no second chances. Whatever I did, I did. And we failed a couple of times. But most of the time we succeeded. And now I'm going to show you the Wheel of Flavors, and we're going to have a little fun with it for 5 minutes, okay? All right, let me grab it. And we still have some cuisines that are left on it. All right? Do we miss the Wheel of Flavors or what? Do we miss the Wheel of Flavors or what? Huh? Look at this. Oh, it's backwards, isn't it? Yes. I never flipped this over, did I? No. Okay. Now you can see it. All right? Is yours backwards too? I think so. But all right. So this, family, is the Wheel of Flavors. And what we did was, these were different cuisines that you guys put on there. And then towards the end, I started, because we just kept adding. And you guys would add whichever one you wanted. And we did this a couple of times. I mean, we did this for months. And then I started to put a line through it to eliminate so that we could break it down. These are what we have left. African, German, Jamaican, Mexican. We have Vietnamese, Russian, Chinese, and Greek. Those are the ones that we never did. Now, these are the lines here. Now, when we get going again, we'll keep these on and we'll add new ones. All right? And here it is. Now, let's take a practice run here. Pick out one of yours. I'll do them again. Now, if we hit a line, it's a respin. Okay? But you got African. Come on, throw it out there. German, Jamaican, Mexican, Vietnamese, Russian, Chinese, and Greek. All right? So we're going to spin it. Everybody take a guess, and let's just see where it lands. Let's see if you're right. And if you're right, go out and play lotto. All right? If we land on a line, we'll do a respin. Ready? Just a little fun. Ready? You ready? Let's do it. All right, everybody pick one. And if you get it right, all right, here it is. Ready? Hey, let me get this popped in here. Good. Oh, this one's coming out. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Let's see who's going to get it right. Oh, we got to redo it. Hit the line. All right, gives you another opportunity. Come on, pick yours. Let's see who gets it right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Spin it. Wheel of Flavors. The Wheel of Flavors. Where will we land? Where are we going to land here? Again, another line. All right, here we go. Let's do it again. Oh! Wheel of Flavors. Oh, again, we almost got it on Mexican. Look, we got a line again. All right, let's try it one more time. Oh! Come on. Russian. I know Melissa had it. I'm sure Kit Kat had it. Who else had it? Russian. Who else? Anybody else have it? Hey, you got it, Kit Kat. I know Melissa got it too. Kathy Smith. Oh, yeah. All the family on here. Look at this. Woo! All right. Anyway, we'll bring this out again. You know, we'll talk about it. Did anybody on here have it? But this is what we do. And we'll have a good time doing this. And then I would have had to cook Russian. All right? So if you like the Wheel of Flavors, you know, send me a DM, send me a message, tell me that you want to get it back on, and we'll talk about doing it. All right? All right. Now, let's get our bread. Let's get back to business here. All right? Let's get our bread. Get back to business. Look at this. We made this before. This dough. Look at that dough now. Look at that dough. All right? Look how nice it grew. Okay? Now we're going to just, what do we want to do? How do we want to make this up? Huh? I make a round, make long loaves. What do you say? Let me put some flour on here. Let me get long loaves. Okay, we can make some long loaves. Round. Okay, we can make a round. All right, let's do this. We could probably make a little both. We probably can make both. Okay. Look at that. Okay. All right. All right, let me get my pans and I'm going to put that on. All right, parchment paper right here. Okay, I get a little pan spray for that also. And we're going to roll it out real quick. You know, I might even make, yeah, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make one of these for Mama. All right. This one we're going to turn into a round right here. Okay? So, this is the one we're going to use for the round. Okay? Right here. All right? So what I'm going to do, It's nice and shaggy. Okay. I'm going to turn it in one time. I'm going to tighten this up right here, like that. Roll that out right there. Okay. A netted basket, I can put that in. Hold on. Yes, I do. Okay. Tools. Netted basket. Okay. Now, does this go in the basket or do I put it on the net? Is that the way it goes? Or do I have to put it in the basket and put the net over the top? Come on, somebody help me out. Help Uncle Glenn out here. Huh? Anybody know when you're using a basket? Just like I have it? Okay. All right. I'll put a little towel over it. Okay. I'll just put a little towel. Let me get a towel, clean towel, and I'll wet it up. Keep it moist. All right. Right there. Now I'm just taking a damp towel, putting it right on top. All right. And I'm just going to leave this now over here. And we're going to let that have a second rise on it. This one here, we're going to cut. And I want to make loaf of bread. Now I want to make one for Mama to leave, you know, one that she can have too. So I'm going to leave a small one here, like this. I'm making her her own little individual loaf right there. All right. Then we're going to take this one right here, and we're going to roll this out. Okay. Put a couple of slits in it. Okay. I'm using garlic oil. You could use egg wash on there, but I want to use some garlic oil on this right here. And I'm going to let it rise. Just getting it all ready. Okay? All right. Sesame seeds right here. Okay? Done. Now I'm going to cover this. And I'm actually going to use the bowl to cover this. like that. Okay, and then we got to turn our meatballs that we have. All right, hold on. That's all done. Okay, that's our tripe. I got to take this one too. Oh, I got mamas I got to make. Mini loaf. Little mini loaf. Okay? I hear you, I hear you. I got to put it over here. I'm not taking it over there. I'm just bringing this over here. Right there. Okay. I'll show you when they proof up. Okay. Done. Is it done? This is done right here. Get that out of the way. All right. Let's take our meatballs. Let's take a look at our meatballs. I got to put the meatballs here, and we're going to turn them all over. All right? Give them one turn on the meatballs. One turn. All right? I'm putting this on here. I can put them right up here. Where are my happy mitts? Right here. Okay. Okay. All right. Talk about hot? Yep, they're hot. When you don't fry them, you got to turn them. Okay? They're cooking at a nice high temperature right now. That's how you get the crust on it. Okay. All right, they're going back in the oven. And I'm going to switch these around and put the other ones on the bottom and those on the top. These are better. Okay. Okay. The other set right there. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. He's retained a nice kind of a pink color, and I'll tell you why. Because of the tomato sauce. The little bit of tomato sauce I put in here gives it that little bit of a reddish color, which is nice. Okay, it's got a crust on it, nice Now these are going on the bottom. I have the other ones on the bottom oven. Now these are going to go on the bottom. And the other ones I put to the top. Okay? So when you're cooking these up and you do them, yeah, it's easy to bake them. They're not fried. But when you fry them, you're going to get a much more even of a coating on it, which is fine. And to me, there's really not much difference as far as flavor is concerned. Okay? All right, that's it. Now, I'm going to put these in the bottom part of the oven. Okay, and we'll take these out in about 20 minutes, and we're done. The meatballs will all be done. Okay. Set the timer here. Setting it for 15 minutes. Then we're going to put our bread in. Okay, good. All right, let's take a recap. Where are we at? All right. Okay. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to show you what we did so far. Only thing we have left to do really is bake our bread. All right, that's what we got left. All right, we have it all formed. Timing wise, I think we have everything pretty good. So let's take a look at the ribs first. All right, I'm going to show you what I did earlier, and we're going to recap everything right now. All right, I have these ribs right here. Now these ribs were cooking. I marinated these overnight, and I made them like a Chinese kind of style. All right, where they have. I used on the dry rub. I used ginger. I used onion powder, garlic salt. I used brown sugar, and I used some steak seasoning on it, just making it dry. Then I added to the top. I used hoisin sauce, oyster sauce, and teriyaki marinade, and some ketchup. And I rubbed that all over, and I left it in the refrigerator overnight. This morning I took it out and I put it in the oven at 250 degrees. All right? And we cooked it up for 3 hours. I put a little bit of apple juice on the bottom, uncovered, and nice slow roast. These are ready now. When I took it out, I took some of the drippings from the bottom of the pan and I mixed it with some duck sauce. All right? And a little bit more of the teriyaki seasoning. And I just brushed it all along on here. Now, when I get to my sister's, I'll just throw this on a hot barbecue, flash it, both sides, and get a little crunch on it. And then we'll cut them, and this is the appetizer. Sunday appetizer, Chinese ribs. Why not? Huh? We're going to do it all today. All right? So that's the beginning. Then, this is really just for my brother-in-law and I, because nobody else is going to eat it. All right? But we're going to eat it. All right? All right, this is tripe. All right? This is Uncle Glenn's tripe that I made. It's got carrots, onions, garlic, peas. It's got some Uncle Glenn's tomato sauce. He spiced it up with some red pepper flakes. Okay? We added Uncle Glenn's Sunday marinara sauce to it and white wine. And we took the tripe, which was parboiled ahead of time for about an hour. And I had it in salt water boiling. So I got it nice and tender. Then we made our sauce and we put the tripe in there to finish it. Let's take a look, see what it looks like. All right? Let's take a look. Got potatoes in here. Look at that. Okay. It's like a stew almost. All right. And the potatoes are going to absorb all the flavor. We got carrots, peas. I mean, I could even spice this up some more if I wanted to. But I'm going to leave it a little loose and almost have it like a soup. And then if you have some pasta over there, I can put the pasta right on this. But you notice the colors. You have the peas, which are green. You have the orange with the carrots. You have the potatoes with the purple on the outside. The tomato pieces that are in here. All right, the tripe. All of this is flavor and vitamins. The more colorful your food, the better it's going to be. All right? So this is done. Now I could put it on there and reduce it down, which I might do. I'm going to put it back on the heat and take the cover off since it's all cooked. And we're just going to reduce it now a little bit so that it will it'll tighten up a little more. Okay? All right, so I'm just going to turn the flame on here. Low, very low, low simmer, just to keep it hot. And in the meanwhile, we have our bread, which is rising, and we got to give it a little time. All right? So, put this up. I also made, last night, some eggplant parmesan. We got to have it good. So we have a ribs for an appetizer. My brother-in-law is making sausage and he made a sauce with sausage, ribs. I'm bringing the meatballs over for it. All right. So we have the ribs. We're going to cut up as a little app. They have a salad there. He's got the meatball sauce. We got some eggplant parmesan here. All right. My cousin's bringing over a tray of chicken cutlets, parmesan. We got tripe, and we have the meatballs, and we have fresh Italian bread. All right? It's a feast. It's a Sunday family feast that whether I'm eating one piece of bread or this is where, I am just so grateful and thankful to my God that He has provided abundantly. And I always think that this is temporary. It's temporary. And for every minute that you have something, try to be grateful and thankful for the little things you have that you may take for granted. Like waking up in the morning and having a soft pillow under your head. Turning your faucet on and there's fresh water coming out. These things are all, I just try to remind myself because it's so easy to take it for granted. And then when you have an abundance of food to be able to enjoy with your family and friends and acquaintances, there's nothing better, there's nothing more than to be grateful and thankful for it. Because I know even many of you that are on this live right now are struggling. I'm struggling too, in a sense. I have other struggles, not the food part. Okay? I have other struggles. But when I do give thanks and I do make our prayer together, I always try to include all the family members that are here and here. All right? That God would meet you wherever you are in your life, whether it's you're having financial problems or maybe it's emotional or relationship problems or health issues or you just lost a loved one or a friend, that God would meet you and just hold you and protect you and just comfort you through these times, because it's only for a time. There is a time for everything. There's a time for every purpose under the heavens. Time to be born, a time to die. And those of you that are celebrating, all right, those of you celebrating, that God would meet you there as well, and to give you the most joy that you can have, whether it's a birth or a marriage or a new relationship or a new job or financial success, that you would be grateful for it and humble enough to know that it's temporary, and that enjoy it while you can, because it's all temporary. And if you remember these things, makes life so much more full. And then you don't get that anxiety that you would get when things go wrong. You just got to know, you got to push through it, because it's only for a time. When there are hurricanes, there are storms, there are blizzards, there are tornadoes that are devastating. Those are the things that happen in your own life. But remember, the sun always comes out. That's what you got to focus on and aim for. All right, so that's my little bit of preaching today. All right, I get like that, when I look at 194 people on here, and I know that there are other people here, and I know that there are so many people that are looking at this food and they're thinking about their own condition. But I love you all, and I want you to know that you're cared about by this whole community. We all love you, we care about you, and we encourage you. And I'm the one that's blessed here by you, because I'm the one that's able to fulfill, I shouldn't say that, you can as well, the requirement to love your neighbor as yourself. And this platform enables us to do that. We don't even know each other. I don't know you, you don't know me. Well, you know me, I don't know you, and we don't know each other, but yet we're positive and encouraging and loving on each one of us, and we respect each other. I respect you, you respect me, and that's what this whole family is about. And if you're new here and you like that, then you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, because that's what we are about. If you don't, just go like this, swipe away. We lost 100 people since I started talking. Okay? But that's okay. I'm not here for numbers unless we're competing. Then I say, hey, let's get the numbers. All right? But we got plenty of food, and now we got to check our bread out, because I want to get that in the oven as soon as those meatballs come out. All right? So ribs, eggplant palm, tripe, bread, meatballs. All right? We got it all. So what we're going to do now, I made you a little Italian bread. Huh? I'm putting it in.
Did you make meatballs?
Yes, they're in the oven. All done. I hope they're crappy. All right.
Crappy makes me happy.
Crappy makes you happy? Crappy makes her happy. Crappy makes you happy. Crappy makes you happy. Crappy makes you happy. She says crappy, I get happy. I don't understand.
A little too happy.
What?
A little too happy.
Craziness. There's craziness here. All right? Okay. This I'm putting here. Get this out of the way. All right. Got this. Warm, warm. That's looking good. That little round. Okay, these have got to grow a little more.
What the heck is this stick?
Huh?
Something.
With what?
Drop a container or something?
What?
I don't know. I kicked it. I don't know what it was. Ripped it back.
Okay. We're all ready. I mean, right now, right on time. It's 3 o'clock. I got to be at my sister's by 4. All right. So once I put the bread in, I'm going to take a little. Should I do the cast with the steam? Give it a little crunch on the outside. What do you think?
I'm not going to have that.
All right, I won't. I'm going to make it soft. It'll be a soft Italian bread. All right, but if you want to get a nice crust on it, what you do is you take a cast iron pot and you put it in the oven. All right, get it really hot to temperature because my oven is going to be like 425 degrees, 450. Look at the pot of gold, Melissa! Yeah! Thank you, Melissa. That's your favorite. I mean, I know when I get, pots of gold, I know it's coming from Melissa. I know it. But yeah, so we could egg wash it if you want to get a little color on it. But, it may be a little pale when it comes out. You want me to egg wash it? I could egg wash it. But if you put in a cast iron pan and you bring it up to temperature, and then just before you put your bread in the oven, take a cup of water and drop it in the cast iron pan, it creates a blast of steam. And then close the door and don't open it. That's going to give you a crust, a crust on the outside. All right? Am I what? What am I doing? Hold on. Oh, yes, I'm bringing all of this to my sisters. You think hey, listen, I ate a huge burger the other day, but I can't eat a rack of ribs, a plate of, a pan of eggplant, what do you call it? The tripe, meatballs. I mean, come on.
He can eat all of it, just not all of it.
Yeah, I like exactly. I like the variety. Yep, absolutely right. All right, temperature's going up on this. All right, oven temperature's coming up. Meatballs are coming out. All right. All right, let's take a look at our meatballs real quick. They smell great, don't they?
Make any doggy meatballs?
Oh, no. No, but he's got more in there. All right, here they are. All right. Oh, yeah. That's nice. Yeah?
Oh, no. What are you doing with that?
They're done.
Those aren't done.
Yes, they are. They're just not. It's just a.
No.
They are. Have a little.
Why are they so red?
Because I put a special ingredient in there, some of my tomato sauce, like I always do. But they got a little. She wants to know why they're red. That's why.
No.
Now, when you turn them over, watch. There's the color you're looking for. I did that. I turned the other ones over, not these. See?
No, it's scary. I'm
All right,
surprised. I'm surprised you.
You didn't even taste it yet.
Crappy.
Oh, all right. I thought you were saying they're good. I don't want to hear that. They look good. They look crappy. That's what I want to hear. All right, look. I'm making them look crappier as I'm turning it. All right.
They are scaring me a little bit, though.
I'll put these back in. You want them cooked more? Yeah, I can cook them more. These are all absolutely done. They're not fried, so the other ones were.
Put two on here.
It's a different color. Huh?
Give me one of those.
This? Wait. I have the Mama Taster here.
I'm not going to taste them for a while, though.
Oh, you're not?
Oh. They smell really crappy.
Smells crappy. I'm getting there. All right. I didn't get kisses, but I haven't had them since I ate that burger.
Yep. Bada boom.
All right?
Your tomatoes are running to the sun here.
Yep. They can't go outside. They'll be running to the grave. Mmm. Oh, they got great flavor, I tell you that. Crappy flavor to them. Amazing crap. Pan plate. I'm going to get them all in one pan now. See how they shrunk down? Okay. Just condensing these down. Okay. Okay. Get my pans rinsed off. I'm going to let these cool down. Okay. Okay, we're going to get our bread in. Actually, I can leave these here right now. Let's get our bread in. And let's take a look at it first. See if it's ready. Yeah, good enough. I'll show it to you. Okay, here's our bread. There's a small little loaf that we made. Okay, we proofed the other one out. Now we're going to pop this in the oven. High. I'm not using the steam. Okay, so it'll have a softer crust on it. All right? But we made this from scratch. Okay, we got a baby loaf and a big one. I'm leaving the baby loaf. I'm leaving here and the big one's going in. All right, so that's going on the top right now. This is the round loaf. All right, this is the round. I want to let this go a little more. Even if I don't bake this today. I think I may just leave this one until tomorrow. All right? I'm going to put it, I can put it in the container, put it in the refrigerator. All right? And tomorrow, it'll even be better because it'll grow slower. It'll even get deeper flavor from the, see that? So here's what I want to do with that. I have a, where is my bigger container? What did I do with it? I have the lid. Where did I do with the container? It's not here. I didn't put it in here, did I? Nope. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What did I do with it? Where's my container? It's probably right in front of my face. Probably is. I don't know. I always think Mom is trying to play a joke on me. All right? Nope. All right. Maybe we'll bake it out then. Okay. We'll bake it out. All right. I mean, it does look nice. All right, let me score this. And put some sesame seeds on it. All right. Garlic oil. I'll show you. This is going to be a denser piece because it really could have proofed more, but it'll be fine. Okay? All right? This was one dough. We made 3 loaves of bread. We made a mini loaf. We made one long big one and one round. Okay?
Ooh, pretty.
All right. All right, going in. Okay. I got the temperature up on that oven. Okay? I'm going to put this out of the way, and we'll see if you guys want to hang out and all right. All right.
Is that eggplant over there?
Yes. You want some?
Can I have a tiny side?
Here. Hey.
I have nothing to. Is that hot?
No. You want to?
Like a little, yeah, a little half of what you have.
Mama wants a piece of this eggplant. This crappy eggplant right here. Right here.
Beautiful. I'm roasting it early.
All right. Okay. Let's talk. Talk time. While the bread cooks. All right. All right. So we started today at 12 o'clock. No, 12:15. Wait, 12:15 we started today. So we've been on 3 hours. All right. And we made a rack of ribs, slow cooked pork ribs. 3 hours we cooked those. Early I started them. They were marinating overnight. They're Chinese pork ribs. We got those done. Then we made we made an Italian bread. All right, we made it from scratch. We proofed it up. Those are in the oven. Then we made our tripe. The tripe is a spicy tripe. Used carrots, onions, peas, some tomato sauce, white wine, garlic, and that's on the stove. That's all ready to go. Then we have the eggplant parmesan, and we got our bread in the oven. I'm bringing this all over to my sister's house for a 4 o'clock, time. And I'll throw the ribs on the barbecue when I get there to finish them off. The rest of the food will just, in fact, this should go in the oven right now. Yeah. I'll wait. Let me just get. All right. All right, we're starting to get all this stuff wrapped up a little bit to put in the car, take everything over. I may shoot a video over there later, or they don't really. I don't know if they're gonna want to go live. If I can, I will. If not, I'll probably just shoot a video. All right. So that's one. This is done. Okay, tripe is reducing right now. Let's get the ribs so we can wrap those up. All right. Now, the ribs, I can either cut them now or cut them over there. I guess I'll cut them over there. All right. I'm going to just... All right, that's going over. How many times you guys do this on a Sunday when you were younger? Family got together, you had a nice dinner together. Huh? Everybody brought food. I mean, that's one of my favorite things to do, I got to tell you. I'm going with the food to my sister's house. I'm in New York, so she doesn't live far from me. Okay, that's two. All right, we got both of these done. Now the tripe is going to reduce nice. Okay, we'll let it go a little longer. Let it cook while the bread's cooking. All right, that's done. That's it. I got the ribs. I got the eggplant parmesan. Oh, the meatballs. Meatballs. All right. So let's repackage these, because I'm going to put some of these in the freezer here. All right, and I'll bring some of these over. So let's get this on a nice platter. Hold on. I can bring that over on a little platter. Nice. Yeah. Okay. It's a nice little colorful one here. Okay. Watch. All right. We're just packaging everything up for dinner now. All right. Nice little blue ceramic. All right. We're going to take our meatballs. Let's get some in here. Okay. Okay, nice. Okay, I'll leave a couple here. Those are done. All right, this is how I do it. I bring all the food over. I call them as soon as I get off the slide. Make sure your oven's on, nice and warm. Keep everything hot. Okay, those are done. This is done. All right, these are gonna go, are they cool yet? No, not yet. Once these are cooled down, I'll take these and I'll put them in a plastic bag and I'll put them in my freezer. And I have meatballs whenever I want them. All right? Oh, you know what? Hey, we're allowed, okay? I gotta taste one of these, right? One. All right? I'm gonna taste one. All right, only one. Okay? Can I taste the meatball? What do you think? Huh? Is that right? All right, let's give thanks. Lord God, thank you for this food. Thank you for this day with all these family members, these people all over the world. I ask you, Lord God, that you would bless them that you would meet them wherever they are. I give you great thanks for all the things that you've done for me, all your protection for my family, for myself over the years, for the forgiveness of all of my sins that I commit each and every day. And Lord God, you would help me and allow your Holy Spirit to come upon me and to give me the strength to do your will. Lord, I ask you once again to meet all of these people, bless them all. May you put your grace abundantly on them. And I ask all of these things in Jesus Christ's holy name. Amen. All right, here we go. Ready? A little taste. A little taste. Don't waste the taste. Savor the flavor. This is a real piece of crap. I love it. Oh, yeah. Mmm. Mmm. You know what? You know what I'm thinking while I'm eating this? What if we made a hamburger like this? Oh, great. Woo, woo! Yeah, the train! Yeah! Rizzy! Woo, woo! Thank you, Rizzy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah. Hey, we hit our goal? I think we might have. No? I don't know. All right, but anyway, this is great. It really came out well. I'm happy. I'm a happy crappy guy. All right? This is done. Delicious. Very, very good. Very, very good. All right, now I'm just going to take these. And I'll put them in I'll lay them flat in the freezer until they get frozen. Once they get frozen flat, then it doesn't matter. But if I stack them and just put it in like any old way, they just don't work as good. All right, it stays really good this way. I put them in flat, let them freeze flat, and they stay nice and independent of each other. No sticking, no. And okay. Leave that right there. Let me get rid of this right here. Okay. Take a peek at the bread. Okay. Looking all right. Looking all right. Okay. This is done. I'm done with this. My oil, I'm starting to put everything away. Well, I got you guys here. If you want to stay for the bread, otherwise I can just take a picture of it later. Because I got to start loading my car up and getting ready. All right. Today is Sunday, end of the week. Tomorrow, I'll probably, the weather permitting, I'm going to be back in the garden tomorrow. Boy, that meatball was nice. Really nice. All right. All right, let me just say, I probably have 15 or 20 minutes, about 15 minutes before that bread comes out. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to call it. I'll take a picture of it. I'll load them up. Maybe do a little video later so you can really get a good sense of what it looked like. If you're new here, hit that follow button, hit the subscribe button if you like what you saw. I know we had some technical problems earlier in the live, and you have to just bear with me because this is all new to me, streaming on multi-platforms. All right, so hopefully for those of you that are watching here and all my TikTok family here, I just want to thank you for every tap, every like, mostly for your time, the time that you spend, and for encouraging each other, loving on each other. It's just a wonderful community that I'm proud to be a part of. Now tomorrow we will be back, hopefully in the garden, because I laid out all of the grass clippings that I cut my lawn with. So I'm curious to see. I got it laid out pretty good over there. I've been back. Okay, you've been back and forth. I'm going to be reading all of these comments. And I just encourage you, before we leave, hit the subscribe button, hit the like. Send me a comment. Let me know that you were there. All right, same thing here. Just hit the follow. And if you haven't already joined the fan club, one heart me. You're in our fan club. Okay? And those are the little things that Uncle Glenn really encourages. If we can get, you think we can get to 200,000 likes in 5 minutes with 163 people? We were on 3 hours. All right? Now I want you all to see. You guys can leave if you have to leave. But if you could just do, it costs you nothing to go like this on your screen. Tap, 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 tap. And when I count it, I want you to see how quickly you can get 1,000 likes over here. How quickly, all right? And I see a lot of people running away. I don't want to tap my screen here, all right? But I'm asking you, let's see, all right? When it gets to 160,000, I'm going to start, I'll wait, to 161. If everyone taps, our record is 2.5 seconds. 2.5 seconds for 1,000 likes. Last year we got 2.5 million likes in one cooking show. 2.5, almost 2.5 million. One. All right? All ready? I missed it. Okay. All right. When it gets to 164, everybody, just be tapping now. I want you to see how quickly. Mama's tapping the spoon. That don't count, Mama. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seconds. 6 seconds, we did 1,000 likes. All right, let's do it again. All right, when it gets to 167, I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it jumped like from what the heck? Wait a minute. All right, wait. Oh, look at this. All right, 170, I'm going to count. What? But hit those screens. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. We did it in 6 seconds again. Oh, my God. I want to see if we can get it down to 3 or 2.5. All right? Come on. All you got to do is this on your screen. Tap, tap, tap. It's fun. Come on. Ready? 174, we count. Mama. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seconds. Wait, was that 6? But we're almost there already. Look at this. If we did 1,000 likes every 6 seconds, that means every 6 seconds, that means we can get 10,000 likes a minute. That means in 5 minutes, we get 50,000 likes. If everyone just tapped their screen. I mean, it's just so easy to do. It's just, and it doesn't take anything. Just go like this on your screen and you're going to get those. That's what generates this whole community. That's what helps us to grow. All right, we're at 181,000 likes already. We're going to get to 200,000 before we're out of here. All right, ready? We're going to count again. At 184, we're at already. At 184, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 seconds! You did it in 4 seconds! 4 seconds! All right, let's get it with a record is 2.5 seconds. All right, ready? One more time. Ready? Let's go. When we get to 187, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 seconds! 4, we're getting there! We're getting there! 4 seconds, we got 1,000 likes! 4 seconds! All right, we're almost there. Look at this. We're at 190,000 already. 190,000 likes like that. Oh, whoa. All right. I'm just going to see how long now it takes us to get to the 200. All right, we're at 192. I asked less than 5 minutes ago. Less than 5 minutes. All right, we're at 193. Look at this. Look at this. 195. All right, now we're just going to count right down. All right? 195. 197. It just jumped 2,000. 197. 198. 199. Here we are. You did it. You did it. You did it. Come on. Yeah, you did it. Woo! Again, the family comes through. You ask and you shall receive. Oh, whoa. You did it with 145 people on here. We went and jumped 50,000 likes in, I don't know, less than 5 minutes. Unbelievable. That is so great. That is so great. And I appreciate it. This is what makes me happy. You know, it makes me happy when you guys partake and take the time to have fun with Uncle Glenn here and the family. It's just fun. It didn't cost anybody anything. Thank you, Kit Kat. Thank you, Cindy. You guys are great. You're great. I think the Dapper Uncle. Oh, Kit Kat, going with the Dapper. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, hold on. Let me check this bread. Ooh, you might be able to stay for it because it's going to be done in about 5 minutes. It'll be done. It'll be done in 5 minutes. All right. I would just ask for the Go Populars if we can hit it. Anybody that hasn't hit their heart me yet for today, please do. If you haven't hit the follow button, please do. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do. Hit the like, send me a comment, and this way I know that you guys are all here. All right? What a great time. What a great time. And we even spun the Wheel of Flavors today. That's been a long time. A long time. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Steph. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Really important. The Go Populars and those heart me's really, really important. I thank you all for that. I thank you for every tap. I thank you for all of your time. Look at Steph, 41. Whoa. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Rizzy with the Go Populars. Rizzy in the house. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is what we do. I wish we could do the same thing over here with the other social media, but this is where the fun is happening. Right here. Right here. All right. Is Mama going with you? Mama goes nowhere with me. Yes. She's going to eat now. She won't eat there because she eats early. I told you. All right. And then she'll come by. She has to go out and dog sit. She has some dog sitting she has to do. So she'll go out there. And then on the way home, she's going to stop by, maybe have a little coffee. Maybe a little coffee. Huh? Rizzy. Thank you. Rizzy. Rizzy. Whoa, Rizzy. Oh, Uncle Glenn's so cool with that sax. I love the sax. I love the saxophone. Whoa, Rizzy with 100 Go Populars. Holy smokes, crushing those Go Populars. Oh, look at that thing on my head. Oh, you guys got to see this. You guys got to see this. It's so much fun. You just make it so much fun here. Thank you, Rizzy. Thank you. Holy smokes, Rizzy just going, hitting, go popular, 145,000, not thousand, no. Rizzy, woo! Oh, Kit Kat, my little Burger King hat, yeah! You gotta see this, it's something else. I mean, they make it so much fun in this family over here. You got, oh, I gotta get ready. All right, I gotta get ready. I gotta be over there. All right? Oh my goodness. James the Painter? Who is James the Painter? Dawn, yes, Dawn with the join the fan club. Yes. Oh yeah. Robin! Yes, everybody getting their hot me's in there. Yes, do it before I leave. Come on, get those hot me's in there. All right, I want to pull that bread out. All right. Oh, they're looking good. Looking good. Not done yet, but looking good. Looking good. I'm trying to get you guys to see it before we get over there. All right. Hey, this was a long live, fun. This is what we do. Woo! Yeah! What do we got with that? Oh, that was Kit Kat, of course. Oh, Kit Kat, thank you. Did we get all of our, we hit the goals? Did we get it? I know we got a, oh, all right. Look at Rizzy still go. Woo! Another one. Choo-choo! Yeah! But hey, Grandy, did you see that? Oh, you see that, Grandy? Oh, yeah. Rizzy's still hitting those gold populars. I'm at 300. 300. Rizzy. Rizzy. Yes. Cindy. Yes. Thank you, Cindy. Look at these. Oh, what is that? Kit Kat. What was that thing? You sent the party bus. You sent the party bus. Kit Kat. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We just got the party bus. Holy smokes. Oh, thank you, Kit Kat. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. We need 2 more hot me's. 2 more. 2 more hot me's. 2 more. And then we got it for the day. Robin coming back with Go Populars. Martin, John. Woo, woo! Look at this. What's this one now? Oh, Rizzy with the train. Oh, yeah. We're going to hit the goal. We're going to hit it. Did we hit it? I think we did. We hit our goal. We hit our goals. Oh, yeah. Let me see here. Yes, we did. Goal achieved. Oh, yeah, you did it. 5 trains. We got Kit Kat hitting us with the big party bus and 3 of the choo-choo trains. Rizzy hitting with a choo-choo train. All you guys with the heart me's. You did it. You did everything. And I can't be more thankful. All right? I love you. Let's pull the bread out. Take a quick look at it. All right? I should go a little more, but you really made it worthwhile hanging out. Holy smoke, did you ever? Okay. All right, let's take a look. I'm going to put it back in. Look how nice. Look how golden nice. All right? That's our Italian bread. Okay? Look at that. Look at the Italian bread. Nice, right? Nice. Wow. All right, I'm going to take the other one, pop it on the top. It's round. I want you to see it, but it's not done yet. All right, look how nice the round came out. See? Look how nice that round came out, family. Look at that. Beautiful. Smells good, looks good. You make it all worthwhile. You guys just make it all worthwhile. All right. Wow. Great. All right. I'm off. I'm wrapping everything up. I will see you again tomorrow. We'll be on probably in the afternoon early. We'll be in the garden, hopefully, if the weather's nice. If not, we'll be back here cooking something, I think. But I just want to stay. Thank you for every tap, every heart, all your attention and time that you spent with Uncle Glenn. I appreciate you. I love you. And I will see you again, all, God willing. All right, my friends over here, we're going to call it a day too. I know we had some technical issues earlier today, so I'm just happy that you were here and you stuck by me. I appreciate you all, and I thank you, and we'll be on again. We're going to be doing this more often here. All right? Love you guys. Thank you.